Filthy pig.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Boomer vs. Doomer. I'm Jeremy, and that's Dan the Boomer. Dan, say hello to the people, please.
Hello, listeners.
Hello, listeners. This week, it was Doomer's Choice, and I chose 2017's House LLC, brought to you by Terror Films. Dan, if you could sum up your experience.
How many times in a row has it been Doomer's Choice?
It has been but the problem is I give you...
So
have a responsibility.
No choice. I have no choice.
You have no choice in this matter. The thing
yeah, that's
you
what I'm
pick
starting
a
to
movie
see.
From Netflix from 2017, no one's seen or heard of.
No
one wants to listen to a review of a movie they have.
This movie was 2017.
Yeah, but this is a found footage movie. Everybody loves found footage, okay?
Okay, let's start there. Let's start right there.
All right.
Okay, found footage.
Yeah.
That means first the footage was lost. To find something, first it has to be lost.
So
right? So first it was lost footage.
True.
Okay. Now hold it.
Okay.
Let's say I'm having some difficulties these days. I can't find my socks.
Yeah.
So I document me being able to find my socks, looking for my socks. And then I lose the footage of looking for my socks. Somebody finds they find the footage. It's found footage of Dan looking for his socks. Do you want to see that fucking movie?
No.
Neither
Any
do
movie
I.
that you're in, I don't want it. What are you talking
I
about?
don't. Who cares about found footage?
If they have a movie where it's somebody just like open hand slapping you
I say the
over and
footage
over
should
again,
have stayed
I'd watch.
lost.
Oh, okay.
Leave it lost.
So I think the idea of the found footage, or why it's called that, comes from the Blair Witch, where it at the beginning it's like this footage
made
was
up
lost.
footage. It was never found
no
or
shit.
lost.
It's made up. It's not a documentary. It's a fake
So
movie.
lose it.
But it's a style
it.
of movie
Lose the
making.
footage.
Listen. I am a part of the
Don't find
friends. The Friends of Found Footage.
Don't even look
okay?
for it.
We're the Triple
Just
F.
lose it.
The Friends of Found Footage, okay? And we love them.
There's no
and
friends.
We appreciate them.
There's no friends.
You're not a friend, okay? You're not friendly, and no one wants to be your friend, okay? Boomer.
I unfriend the footage.
This is a good start. Tell me what you did not like about House LLC.
Spoilers.
Go.
Okay, wait. I'll hold it. I'm going to surprise you.
You're going in a whole genre.
I'm
okay.
going to surprise you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Like compared to the Blair, what was it? The
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
Well, the last one we
and-
watched
and
was Savage Land.
Savage Land.
Yeah.
It was much better shot.
Okay.
Much better acting. Much better edited. Everything about it was better.
Really?
Everything.
You thought so?
Yes. Dude, Savage Land was almost unwatchable.
See, I disagree.
God, I want to stab
I don't want
you in the eye.
I would say that Savage Land had more of a documentary feel. This had more of this is friends recording.
It had a
themselves
feel like somebody ran over their recording equipment and then used it anyways.
In this or in Savage Land?
Savage Land.
No, that Savage Land had much better camera work.
Or the lens was filthy and they didn't even bother cleaning it.
Are you talking about the pic? Listen,
Savage
we're not talking
Land.
about Savage Land.
Bad.
Okay. What did you not like
I
about
told you
Hell
this
House?
was the quality of this movie was magnitudes better.
That's funny you say that because the budget is like a fraction of what Savage Land
Well, it was well spent, and they just they were doing drugs with the money in the other one. They were not in drinking and hookers. There was it wasn't spent on the movie.
It wasn't spent on acting lessons. So the one thing that bothered me initially with this was we watched that in the very beginning of the movie. We see the YouTube video that was supposedly uploaded of the night that the girl takes when she's in line.
It starts out at the end. Is that what you're saying?
Well, sort of. It starts out with the investigator going in.
Yeah,
but
and
also
that's one of the last scenes of the movie.
Right, but then we see the from the beginning to the end of a YouTube video that supposedly was taking place the night of the tragedy at the Abaddon, right?
Well, no, they go into the building and the setup and the hiring of the actors and all.
But all of that happens after we see this YouTube video. My only complaint is this YouTube video we see at the beginning doesn't add much. We didn't need to see the whole thing. That was the biggest.
Did we see that? I don't think it showed the whole thing.
It did. The other thing is could you follow the layout of the hotel that they were in? Because I could not keep track of
there was an upstairs,
yeah.
There was a basement, and there was a kitchen.
Yeah, but it seemed
I couldn't tell if the kitchen was in the basement or not.
Well, that was the thing. There were times where I thought they were in the basement, and then they go into the basement.
Okay, and there was an outside where all the derelict cars and campers were, and boats.
Yeah, we didn't see much of that.
And that one, that made sense because you could see that.
Well-
and there was a balcony.
So some of you said the acting was better in this. I thought some of the actors in this weren't great. Like
No, where like she was bloody and she turned her back to you. I mean, dude.
she was good. No, I'm not
That
saying
was-
she
that
was
was
great.
epic.
The girl that played Sarah was fantastic.
Yeah.
I was talking about Alex and Mac, which are the two. I'm gonna
Yeah,
guess
they
that
were a little-
all of the names were interchangeable to you, other than maybe Paul.
Alex and Mac and Paul were all played by the same guy.
I would say Tony, Alex. You didn't even know there was a Tony. Tony, Alex, and
I didn't
Mac
know there
were
was
kind
any of them.
interchangeable. Paul is who is the first person for most of
Who played the mannequins?
I don't know. Somebody was spooking with the mannequins. Okay, so there wasn't much that you didn't dislike. That's interesting to me.
Okay, no, listen. Okay. When I turned it on, I watched it for a really, really long time. And then I didn't know if it was just torturing me. So I hit pause to see where I was. 13 minutes. I started to cry, Jeremy.
You know what's funny?
I started to cry.
Is 12 minutes is when they get to the part where we start to see the footage that the guys who made the haunted house, that's when we see that footage. It started at 12 minutes because I paused it to see like, okay, how long did it take us to get here?
I actually entertained calling in sick.
Yeah?
Okay? Yeah.
For your 1 day a week,
Dude,
20-minute video session?
I looked at I had an hour and 15 minutes to go. I'm like, dude, all right. But I didn't want to bail on it because that's my job, right? And so I watched it for a little bit longer, or actually quite a bit longer. And I go, so you can do this. You know, I was in traction in the hospital for 60 days once. Made it through that. Okay? So I can make it through this movie. And I checked again, 15 minutes.
Okay. Maybe you just have like a fly's attention span. Like you may have
Dude,
a lifespan of some kind
This
of like
is when they were
fungus that lasts
building.
hundreds
This
of
is when they
years.
were setting up the haunted house and hiring the people.
It did. I'll
it
give
was
you
boring as hell.
the very beginning when but they've got to establish like the relationship.
After a while, it settled in, and it was just like a shitty movie, and I could watch it.
Well, and that was, I think, part of the problem is they had too many. They could have used one less guy main character between Alex, Mac, and Tony. We didn't need all three of them to be like. We needed Paul because he was our cameraman for most of it, but like the other three are kind of like you
The
could merge.
backstory was a little too deep. Okay, of the
Yeah, but you want, if it's not going to be a slasher bloodbath, you need to care about the people that are getting killed. So it's like, and I thought they did a great job building to the spookiness, right? It's the spooky parts were fucking spooky, okay? Like
when the guy woke up and you could see the girl behind him and he was laying in bed. That was a little spooky.
well, okay, that, and then like she's like moving. At first, I thought it was that Sarah girl, and then it's like obviously not her. And he hides under the fucking blankets.
The sheet, yeah, like pulling a sheet over.
He pulls
you.
a sheet over his head like he's a kid.
That is a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old. No, that's not.
That was another. Sometimes the actions of the characters were just stupid. Like, okay, at what point, if that spooky shit's happening to you, when would you have left the house and been like, "Fuck this, I'm out"?
The place was creepy.
Place
and
was
dirty and dark and dingy, and nothing good about it. You could see it going off the rails. If you truly, this is not going to be good. Even if it worked, it wasn't going to work. So yeah, I would have left early.
But it got increasingly creepier as they went, right? So at what particular spooky part would you have been like, okay, that just happened, I'm getting the fuck out of here?
Okay, listen. He said he was waiting around to see if any of the girls that they were going to hire were doable. He said something to that.
Okay.
Okay. As soon as he saw that there was, the problem is the girl was attractive. That's why he hung around.
Yeah, that is, well, and then...
So yeah. So he should have left and he would have left, but that's why he didn't.
Well,
leave.
we had that moment with Tony where you think he's going to bail, and he would have been smart to bail, obviously.
Yeah.
But then they never explicitly say why he sticks around, but it's got to be
Guilt.
like some kind of financial thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're all going to be bankrupt. But, like, it's your whole life. Don't get fucking murdered for, I don't know.
I don't think they knew. How would they know they were going to get murdered? But it was creepy.
I thought
Okay.
the backstory was really cool. The Abaddon Hotel and like the portal to hell and like the cult.
The guy
and
hung himself.
The guy hung himself.
Yeah.
The, like creepy books in the attic, shit
Yeah.
like that. Like I think that was really well done. It exposition dump all of it. It was only one scene where we heard about this, but it was memorable, and I thought it was like a cool story that they told that way.
The movie, like I said, the movie was much better put together than Savage Land or Blair Witch or any other found footage movie. Those only 2. I've only seen 3 so far, and I hope this is it.
Well, that's not.
I want to lose.
We're
the
coming
footage.
into Halloween, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Lose the footage, Jeremy. Lose.
Well, I have bad news for you, but when we go into
Boomer
Halloween,
gets
it's
to
got to
pick
be all
one
horror
of these
movies.
days.
What?
Boomer has to pick one of these.
You can
days.
pick the next one. I don't care. So you said you've never seen the Blair Witch, right? Like front to back.
I've been in a building where it was on and it was available to watch.
So you were alive in the late '90s.
I choose what I want to watch.
This borrowed a lot from the Blair Witch, like the way, just the way that we find out the story of the hotel is similar to they find out like the murderous, the like murder curse in the Blair Witch, like the slow building towards, it gets spookier and spookier and spookier. There were jump scares.
Like Continental Drift slow?
It wasn't that slow. By like 30 minutes, there was some spooky shit happening, and you were like,
geological
what's next?
slow.
And you also could not predict what the next spooky happening. I'm telling you right now, if we walk out this door of your office, and there's a mannequin with a clown mask standing right there, you will never fucking see me again, okay? That is a promise. There's no way.
You got to be really sick to want to, enjoy that.
You would just leave your house, right? You'd be like, all right, well, that's it. That's if we knew where your roommate was at, we knew he's not here. Like that's
clowns in general. Even
Yeah,
if there
true.
was a guy with a clown mask, not a mannequin. No,
the jump scares were good. They didn't feel cheap. Like it wasn't like every.
no,
It was creepy.
It was light years ahead of Savage Land.
You really hated Savage Land.
No, I did hate it.
Yeah, you did hate it.
But it was just not as well made. I don't care how much they spent on it.
So the scene where they've set up everything, the spooky stuff's happening, and then the scene where it's opening night for the haunted house.
Yeah.
And it's like you've got several different perspectives going.
And dude, how long were they open before things went to hell?
It seemed like 10 minutes.
15 minutes, I was going to say.
But like that felt really chaotic and it felt really cool. You saw the guy that was dressed up
See,
as
in the
the
beginning,
clown.
I thought it was like open for a few days and then finally something
No.
happened. No
It was
days.
like opening
not
night.
even an hour.
There's these weird cultist guys in the basement.
Yeah.
So I felt that was really chaotic, but it felt really well done. And then we get to the documentary film people that are interviewing Sarah.
She was a journalist of some type, wasn't she?
And
And she was kind of stupid.
she was really the 2C. As soon as you saw the 2C.
Like you said, take off. She would never take off.
No, she was ready.
2C. No, don't you? We didn't come here. We didn't come here to go and look in rooms, which they actually
Which
did.
is exactly why.
But he was.
I think he
was
said
bailing.
spooky.
He's saying I'm bailing. Okay, and no, I'm going in.
Yeah, Sarah at the hotel at the end was creepy. It was awesome. I thought that was a great ending. Honestly, like that was because they have made.
It made sense. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It did.
They have made several sequels to this.
That's
by now.
that's the ending that they should have put on it.
Yeah. It didn't drag. It didn't. There were a couple false endings.
The beginning was beyond drag.
Yeah, but
okay?
this kind of movie, you just kind of have to. You can't.
If you can
start
make
with
it past the first 15 minutes, you're okay. But a lot of people would bail before that.
You're just not a friend of found footage. You're not triple F.
I'm
You never will
not.
be.
I'm not.
You're triple F rated. You never will be.
No.
Okay, Boomer. Give it your rating. For House LLC. Go.
I want my time back.
Give me back my time.
Yeah.
The lowest possible rating.
Well, because of the first 15 minutes. Okay, I'll give it a 2.
You're gonna give me back my money.
back.
This movie was free on YouTube, and you want your money back.
I want my money. I want your money back.
See, listen,
I want all the money.
I am incapable, as a friend of found footage, to give one of these movies less than a 3 out of 5. It's not in my bones. So I will give this a 3 out of 5. I think that it was good.
So you're biased.
Yeah, definitely. I love this style. I cannot stress you stress to you how much I love this style of movie making.
The
It's
same
so
amount
cool.
where I could stress to you that I hate this style.
I wish they would do like this. Is cool as it makes a lot of sense as a horror
Like
genre.
if we were both running to the movies and I could get to the footage before you found the footage, I would lose the footage.
You are really
destroyed footage.
harping on that phrase. Of
Well, that's what it means.
Honestly, I'm almost wanting to bump it up to a 4 out of 5 because here's the thing. Okay, here's how I judge a
You
scary
know, I'm not
movie.
scared. Go ahead and bump.
Well, here's the thing. A scary movie, after you watch it, if you're standing at the top of your steps to your basement and the lights are off, and you go, maybe I'll go later. I think that movie, the horror movie,
That
did a
was
good
a
job.
success. I
Then,
agree.
And it kind of, I finished this and I was like, hey, I need to go in the basement. And I looked and I was like, maybe later.
Oh, dude. Okay, listen. You could take a commercial and put creepy clowns doing that shit, and it would do that to you. Okay, creepy clowns are the worst in the basement.
Well,
Come on.
and there's, I saw
That's
some,
all you gotta do.
YouTube has been feeding me clips of some of the later Hellraiser movies, and you want to talk about garbage, all right? I might subject you to one of those in the future. We'll see. But
Is that your goal, to subject me to shit?
this whole thing is about making you watch movies I think you will specifically hate.
You know, I see this.
And then every once in a while I'll throw you a K-pop movie, and we'll call it even on that.
You're the one that's got the song stuck in your head.
That's true. Oh God, all week. But
Yeah.
anyways, this was 2017's House LLC. Have you seen it? Did you like it? Leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe, share it with your friends and your family, people who hate found footage, people who love found footage. Anything to leave the people with, Boomer?
I do not like the found footage.
Find the footage, leave the
Lose
footage,
the footage.
watch the footage, okay?
Yeah.
Goodbye.